That's the good part about this shit, man. You could be you. Is it in my history? I know I put it on watch for later. Right here. Bang, bang, doodle, stand. Yo, gang. And I probably watch more episodes if they doing more shit like this. I'm going to take it back like right here.
Because of like, you know, soiling a diaper. And like whipping us with it. Make me stand in the corner for hours on end till... Okay, I'll give my birthplace away because I was only there for a short time.
This dude is from like small towns in like rural South Georgia. His parents, he was raised to be racist. The name of this podcast is called, let me pull this down so y'all can see other people's lives. It's a new podcast I discovered.
I was born in Columbus, Georgia, and in there, a lot of this wasn't really forming yet. So, I mean, also, I don't remember a lot of it. I had a lot of trauma at a very young age. So, honestly, memory blocked. So, I remember being age 6, 7, and up. Like anything younger, I kind of just have flashes of memory. But it started very young. I don't remember, but my father would...
Yo, pay attention to the way he talk about his father and mother, because they live in poverty. So I've said with a lot of people that's racist, like whether they Aryan Nation or skinhead, like a lot of times a motherfucker don't be down. You go get locked up, go to the feds, or go to some prison system in some state, and you ain't got no choice but because you white. Shit is fucking crazy, right? But notice how, because he gonna talk a lot about his upbringing, how his parents was living in poverty. It be the same fucking story as all the niggas you know if you black, right? Just on the other side of the tracks in the trailer park. A young white kid growing up just like you. Just learning what he learning in his environment, in his circumstances. Y'all the same exact person. If a motherfucker got y'all too, inside a room, y'all become best friends. If y'all never knew what racism was, y'all would die for each other. I'm talking about the racist white dude and the black dude that don't trust white people and call him the devil. I'm talking about them two, the hardcore motherfuckers.
Beat me and my sibling with a leather belt and a buckle because of soiling a diaper and like whipping us with it. Make me stand in the corner for hours on end till my feet swole. My sister went to her...
Yo, Savage Souls, remember I was talking about the shit with the man shit earlier? That's part of it too, because that's why when you're not cautious with that shit, when you think you have to be something that society is presenting to you, like you might not even have the tools to be that. You might not have never had the opportunity to be that. That's why you can't get down on yourself. You can't just throw any fucking standard that society put out there on yourself and think down on yourself. Because that's a lot of times how abuse happens. Now you got to clean because you feel like you ain't about nothing. You can't achieve nothing. You ain't shit. So now you got to fucking attach yourself to shit that don't matter. I'm hood. I like rap music. You think you special because you hood. You think you special because you like rap music. You think you special because you fucking in the Ku Klux Klan or a skinhead or you don't like black people. You think, no, nigga. Life don't feel good enough to you to feel good. You ain't got enough shit to feel special about. Then not. I'm trying to tell y'all, these bull non-facts.
Own trials and tribulations, and just a lot of negative, poisonous, just animosity among growing up. So not traditional happy childhood from the get-go. The part where racial stuff started coming into play was, I'd say about 6, 7, when I would just hear them say slurs and then I'd repeat them because I didn't understand what they were, and I was told, "Oh, don't say that in public."
Pay attention. See, yo, play. Somebody, you play the video. No, listen, it's bigger than that. Let me tell you something. We all go through that. Fuck 12. Remember we used to talking about that? Fuck 12. You search hard enough, you probably could find a kid on social media saying fuck 12. Probably somebody got their baby saying it. See, Savage Sauce? Nigga, get big, and I probably had you look that up for me. You'll find that shit. While I'm interviewing some random cop dude that just retired, 35 years on the force, telling us the dopest stories. Now he not a celebrity, but man's life is doper than any celebrity you ever knew.
Like, don't say this, don't. And I was like, oh, it's just a bad word. It's just like any other obscenity. It's just a bad word. And I didn't understand the difference between you know, like a regular curse word and a slur and like a racial, you know, kind of, you know, point. Like I didn't, you know,
I already know how crazy some of y'all is. How could he not know? Hey, yo, you stupid motherfucker. So when you a kid, like, you know how long some motherfuckers realize that they saying motherfucker? It's just the motherfucker. So if he hear his parents, how you dumbass nigga? Like, that nigga then they become dumb motherfucker. Like when black people like, fucking crackers. Why? You don't even know the definition. You don't even know why they call white people crackers. Oh, nah, with the whip. Who said that? Somebody else said because they skin crack in the sun. I be big on real definitions. People be mad at me. I don't even be letting people use words around me in the wrong context. Because I think that the way that people covered the Bible, they should cover the dictionary. Some words shouldn't even be taught to you before you learn how to utilize it. You shouldn't even be told what love is before you learn how to express love. Because now you got people running around telling each other they love each other and nobody know how to love.
I'm a child.
And these are your parents that you're hearing just saying this around the house?
I was only with my father for maybe a year with shared custody. But the abuse is how we got separated. But she had my mother married another man in Columbus where I was born. And then we moved to a small rural town. Like, we're talking like 4,000 people in the main town, 600 people in another town connected, 300 people, like, you know, like 2 red lights in a grocery store, like that kind of town.
Okay.
So that's where a lot of it came out, because Columbus was very diverse. And
now, even if you live in a city, sometimes we be confined to our community. Somebody could Google this. It's a percentage of people that will be born and die within 5 miles of where they was born at. One of the things that I like is that I had the opportunity to move to another state, to fully grow up somewhere else, to fully be engrossed in it, to where I got to ask people like, hey, where you from? I can't even lie and tell them. Can't even be like, no, I'm from Missouri. Just show me a state. From Texas, dog. I can't do it. I am who I am. But to have the opportunity to get the fuck out of there and just experience something different. Like, I wish Megkid was in here right now, especially for this, right? Because I would like to ask her the different thoughts. Because, like, so previous to living somewhere where guns was legal, I had a different perspective on guns being legal. I see it all the time. I could talk to the most urban street criminal motherfucker, and they still don't believe that guns should be legal. They don't even understand the they be like, yo, if guns legal, I might never get some. In a way where niggas that sell crack think, well, if crack get legal, I'm going to get washed up out of here. Sometimes you have to really, like, what they say, expand your horizons, right? Like, I would like to live overseas, but I wonder, like, the differences in how Megkid think about guns. You see what I'm saying? Just being from New York, grown, like, it's real, bro. So sometimes our communities be small. So, like, y'all think it's more white people or black people in New York? It's more white people. But if I take you to New York, you're gonna think that it's more black people because I'm.
Yeah, I had a different perspective growing up in New York about guns.
Yeah.
Being that I moved to the Midwest, my perspective is different. It's a more of an understanding of my Second Amendment rights.
And let me ask you, yeah, definitely. As a woman, you do know rapes happen, right?
Yes.
As a woman, if you gonna fire the gun, would you rather be armed or not armed?
I'd rather be armed.
You ain't got no felonies. You feel like you should have that right.
I feel like I should have that right.
Well, goddamn it.
It's a right that I think all citizens should have. It really opened me up. I feel much safer with my gun than without it. And being that I'm allowed to have it, it's a different vibe.
Even like to go like you watching all these crime like so chicks in New York watching all the crime shit, nigga breaking in your crib, raping you. It's a different vibe when you got the pistol and you like, hey young man, I'm kind of glad you broke in here.
It's like I don't have to worry about my life on the line if I kill you. Like if I harm you.
Yeah, like if I'm defending myself, that's wild.
You. Like you're breaking into my home. You're violating me. So why can't I defend myself the way the law allows me to defend myself because of the Second Amendment, right? Why can't I do what I'm supposed to do? Why do I have to go to jail for that? Now that I live in a state where I be like, I'm gonna stand my ground. Like you come and violate, come and climb through my fucking window, you getting popped, nigga. Regardless of what, you bang on my door, you try to break in my home. Invade my privacy. I'm a young woman. I'm home alone.
Mackey, you might would have got dressed, Mackey.
I know, but I'm.
You might. No, I'm saying I know, but hey, man, you better than that.
Let me get.
Oh, Mackey in the building. I don't know. Mackey might wild out, but that take, that was a fire take. Yeah, Mackey, but I don't know if you dressed appropriately though. I don't know if you dressed appropriately right now.
No, I'm getting off the job.
All right, go ahead.
I just got off the shower.
What you said, bro? The statistics don't lie. Places where people legally have guns have lower. I'm not sure if that's the case because the more places with the highest crime rates is Midwestern cities in America. But there are smaller populations. And so look, let's be honest, right? If you a dude and you fucking a chick and she got a legal gun, you could have access to that gun and do whatever. So it's your mindset. Like, what stops you from doing... And like, all right, so look, let me break this down for y'all. Now, you know what? We're going to get... Because this is... We gonna get to a lot. We always get the shit. But Savage Sword, I know exactly what you're saying, though, bro.
Yeah, like, not super. I mean, this is early 2000s. So, when we moved to this small town, this like an hour from Columbus, I'll even say the name of it. It's Dawson, Georgia.
This got me wondering about these places.
Different areas around, so like outskirts of town, in the town, a town connecting, like 10 minutes away. And this is like small Farmerville kind of, raise hell, praise Dale kind of community. So the thought process and the way of thinking of different cultures was not very. It wasn't very good.
So how So, I mean, you're saying, like, you were raised sort of, like, and there was a lot of, like, racism and homophobia, like, at what age did that become very, like, noticeable? And why do you feel that way? Like, looking back, like, what were some examples of things?
So it started more or less with the racial. So it started with, like, we would watch a movie, and if it had, like, a black lead, like a black actor who was the lead, they would change it, and I'd be like, why? I was watching that. Well, we don't watch, and they say a slur, we don't watch them on the TV. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we don't do that. Or if it was anything other than white.
When I heard that part, because I've said to y'all before, like, I'm raised in a black family. Now, I hate to even call it family, but I have relatives, obviously. I've been to barbecues and events before. And you got black people talking bad about white people. I'm banned from the barbecue already. I don't give a fuck anyway. I don't care. I'm gonna tell the truth. Motherfuckers would be talking, you got your uncle. That nigga be, the white man is the devil. Nigga be blaming the white man for shit I clearly seen him do. Back in shit.
Born in the 80s, crack baby.
Like, nigga, chill, right? Alright. So we be having that kind of thing, but that was still kind of foreign to me. It was like, yo, these niggas, like, I'm thinking about Man on Fire. I'm thinking about good black people roles. Like, motherfucker, this nigga Denzel in fucking Mexico protecting young. Like, this is heart-wrenching. This black man in Mexico protecting, oh, bro. Yo. Like, I never, like, and that, I clearly don't understand racism because, like, that was past the line of scrimmage to me. Like, if I'm a referee for regular life shit, I'm blowing the whistle. Blur, blur.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
But let me tell you something. That is raw, unadulterated indoctrination. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I've been guilty of the same things in a different way. You trying to mold people into a state of mind. There's been times, like, if Deuce was watching some shit on TV, I could be critical of what she's watching because I don't feel like what she's watching is good for her. Right? Or make it. Dudes will clearly tell you, hey, man, I don't want my girl watching no Bad Girls Club or that ratchet reality. And some people like, nah, that's not comparable. I'm not saying that it is. What I'm showing you is some human shit. Because they might really believe in what they believe. In the same way that you believe in what you believe. And some of y'all don't see the good in that. The good in that is recognition. I know you really believe it, so I know where to start at. He, obviously talking about it, understands it. So he's going to tell you what happened to make him think a little different. Because he never...
or if I were to watch movies or TV that had more of a different, diverse lead group of actors, actresses, or any kind of positive outlook on anything besides white culture, it was frowned upon. I was made fun of for it. I was told I was a slur lover, like that kind of thing. And we're talking, I'm not even a teenager.
I'm about to tell white people some shit that I get y'all niggas mad as a motherfucker right now. No, fuck that. I got to tell them. If you niggas was stuck watching Full House and you never seen an episode of Martin, go talk to your parents right the fuck now. If you was watching only Full House, nigga, you only was watching Home Improvement in Full House and you never seen an episode of Martin,